So here we are at the Sacramento electronic filing website. And let's go ahead, log in, and do a filing. So the login process consists of entering an email address, and that's your login ID. We'll just go ahead and pick the usual one for myself, and you can have as many of these as you like. And let's go ahead and log in. So all logged in, and we're ready to do our first filing. And there are 4 tabs, as there usually are in electronic filing, and which you can see across the top. Filer's information, cover sheet, attachment, and off we go to the court with the delivery tab. So let's go ahead and do a filing. We'll begin by filling out the information in the section A, the case information. Well, this is going to be a standard filing. Test filing is for when you're in training, but standard filing, we'll pick a new case. We'll start off a new case. The case category, case type, and courthouse are all set for you. They're really static variables. They don't change. So that leaves us with filling out the information in this section, the lower section, section B. And we're going to file on behalf of the plaintiff by default. And all of my attorney information and law firm information has been entered because of my profile. So I'm set to go. That was all there was to tab 1. So let's move on to tab 2. Tab 2 gets a little bit more detailed. Section A is the property information because we're filing unlawful detainers. So we'll have to put in a property address. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll type something in here. And we'll put in a city. And the state defaults to California. And the zip code. Fine. Next up is the amount of rent that's due. So let's say they owe us $1,000 and the daily rental amount is $100, let's say. And we're done with section A, the property information. We're now going to move on to section B, right here in the lower part, which is the party information. So we need some parties. So let's go ahead and click the add button right there. And a dialog pops up that allows us to add the party, and it defaults to the plaintiff. So we're going to start off with a plaintiff, and we just need to have a, let's see here, a name. So there's our plaintiff. And let's go ahead and save that plaintiff. And so the plaintiff gets listed in the party grid, but we're going to need a defendant here. So let's go ahead and set the radio button for the defendant. And once again, we want to pick a name. So we've picked a person's name. And the defendant has to have a street address. So it's, and let's make a city and state. And here comes this phone number. All right, the defendant information has been entered. Let's go ahead and save that. So we look, and there you see in the table under party information our defendant, our plaintiff, and our defendant. And you'll also notice that we have the ability to enter in courtesy copies. These are email addresses, and anyone that you would like to get a copy of this filing would then be automatically sent that filing to any email addresses you enter. All right, well, that's the cover sheet. We're ready to attach some documents. So let's go ahead to the attachment tab. And again, there's section A and section B. Section A is we've got to pick some documents. So let me go ahead and hit the browse button. And you get to pick PDF files. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a PDF file, which has nothing to do with unlawful detainer, but these are the PDF files on my computer, and I use them. So we'll go ahead and open that, and the PDF has been listed, and let's go ahead and add that now to our filing, and we're getting everything together, and the document appears in the list, and you'll see that there's a document category and a document type. Here's document category, and to its right, document type, and we have to pick one. So let's see. Well, we know we're filing a complaint. So let's see. Let's pick that for a complaint. And we're ready to prepare these documents to be delivered to the court. Now, it might be that you want to enter more documents. Let's go back to the Browse button. And let's pick, I'm going to pick maybe more than one document. In fact, I can pick the whole directory if I want, but let's just pick 2 documents. So I'm going to add 2 more documents, and they're listed as intermediate algebra quiz.pdf and learning quiz.pdf. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and add those. We've picked them, we've added them, they'll get added to the list, and here's a little bug that we're going to repair. Before opening day. And let's just go ahead and set some document categories and document types. Not that I know what I'm doing, because I don't, but those are the document categories and document types. That may not make sense for a particular filing, but what the heck. So we're ready to prepare these for delivery. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So they're prepared for delivery, and now the green button tells us it's ready for delivery. So let's click on the Ready for Delivery. That sends us to the 4th and final tab, the Delivery tab. And all there is left to do there is to send to the court, but I'm just going to put in a note. Okay, so I made this test filing by making my wonderful video here. So that note will go to the clerk, and I'm just going to click on the Send button. Now, before opening day, what will happen is that you'll see a progress bar. So right now it's sort of a silent send to the court. That will be changed so that there will be a progress bar and check boxes and so forth that will tell you how things are coming along. So when the filing has been finally sent to the court, you've indicated by the 3, you get notified by the 3 check boxes that the filing has been successfully sent to the court. And you see there's a link here to look at your receipt. And so here's what your receipt would look like. And it looks very much like what the Essential Publishers receipt looked like, with all the information having to do with the filing. And most important, this is the area where you're getting the court's confirmation number. That is, 151 is the transaction number or the confirmation number from the court. And you would get a case number if this were not a new filing. If it's a continuing filing, the case number would be shown on the receipt. But it's a new filing, so there's no case number yet. All right, so let's close that. We're done with the filing. We're ready to do another filing. But just in case you're interested in the history of where you've been with these filings, you can click on Filing History. And once you click on the Filing History tab, you get a list of all the filings you've made. And as you can see, they're in reverse chronological order, so the very freshest one is up at the top. And in fact, you recall this is exactly the case that we just filed. And if you are interested in getting the receipts for any prior filing, well, the court confirmation number is active as a link, and you can click on any of those links, and you'll see a receipt. So let's go back and look. So you'll get not the receipt, but the detailed information. So this is detailed information of the case we just sent. And if you want the receipt, there's a PDF embedded in that, and that'll get you back your receipt. So, so that's the history screen. Well, we can go back to filer's information. Here we go, ready to send another filing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, give me, George, a call. Thank you, and happy filing.